Hello guys, welcome to the Never Give Up Motivation channel. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be talking about fighting back. I will share an example of determination with you to demonstrate what can happen if you want something bad enough, and the results of the power of the mind coupled with the sheer determination can bring about if harnessed correctly. So many years ago, I joined a successful squash team with the players ranked from 1 to 7 and the number 1 and 2 seeds being ranked easily around 100 to 120 in the world at the time. I started late, probably when I was 19 years old, and when at first, as to be expected, I could barely hit a ball, and one or two of the players would ridicule me for seemingly swatting flies on the court as opposed to striking the ball. And so the denigrating comments continued from certain members, and the fly squatter denigration was hurtful as it was relentless with the elite squad that had allowed me to train with them. At every subsequent tournament I would get beaten convincingly without any fuss, and in my first year I accepted my beatings because I had no choice, and I promise no flies were hurt during the making of this video or the matches I participated in. Anyway, and on top of this I would then have to endure the added kick in the proverbials when the team would kit themselves out with brand new tracksuits to wear to tournaments up and down the UK to signify the team's unity, leaving me in my old rags. Yeah, they all had nice shiny sponsored blue tracksuits as I stood there in my old green shabby looking number, much to my embarrassment and my dismay. So yeah, this was initially heartbreaking for me. However, what I did not realise was that you would not find anyone with a never give up attitude like mine. After all, even back then, I was always the never give up guy, let alone what I've been through to earn that now, coming back from blindness, my deathbed, with CRP levels at 587, surviving 30 years as a frontline cop, etc, etc. So anyway, I collected my thoughts and decided that enough was now enough, and it was time to throw some logs of determination into the furnace. I then temporarily removed myself from the elite team of squash players and practiced demonically whenever I had any free time. I studied the game, I researched videos, I talked to other unconnected squash players to seek valuable tips, and then I practiced and practiced some more for several months until I knew that my time had arrived. I had taken my single-minded determination to stratospheric levels, and my first test presented itself in a forthcoming tournament. I relished the opportunity and surreptitiously took my first scalps. The 7th and the 6th seeds were both slain by my racket, 3-0, 3-0, but yet I stayed under the radar. The next tournament was better as I took the 5th seed out convincingly as I executed my plan to perfection. This pattern continued until I successfully beat the number 1 and number 2 seeds in numerous tournaments and multiple times to lift the trophies, and occasionally even winning 3-0 against them in the final, with massive crowds all cheering me on and over the finish line. These were in brutal 1.5 hour matches on many occasions. Now, through my determination and focus and never give up attitude, I gained respect and became the player they all feared playing when the draw was made. And better still, it was around those halcyon days that I often won prize money in tournaments too. And then I remember, as an indelible statement, I went out and bought my own tracksuit of my choice, a better design, more expensive, and one that said champ on it. Okay, it didn't actually say champ. That would be stupid. It just made me feel like a champ. Now, over the course of my life, I went on to win over 70 plus trophies. And now, as a squash coach to my 3 kids who are all professional players, I stand proud of this tale of never giving up, even when I was fighting a hostile group of players, trying to not only learn a sport, but be good at it and then beat my opponents, but also defending myself against bloody marauding flies on the squash court who were hell-bent on joining us at every goddamn squash session. Yeah, those were the days. So never underestimate the power of determination, of using people's comments to fuel you, of never giving up, as it can bring great satisfaction if nurtured correctly. Oh, it can bring a tracksuit and prizes too. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that tale of inspiration and never giving up. I'm off to get a cheeky cup of tea. I'll see you back for the next one. Cheers.